you know, when it comes down to it, the internet is really about communication. And unless you connect with your audience, and unless you really know what they want, and what they need, and what they think, it's nearly impossible to keep up. And D-Modules, I think, recognizes this at a level that few companies do. These guys are really dedicated to providing widgets that let you as a webmaster really get into the head of the visitors to your site and know exactly what they're looking for. Now, I'm not on the D-Modules team, but one of the greatest things in my book is the extremely high level of customization that they offer you as a user. You really can create a widget that looks not only professional, but matches the look and the feel of your website. And you can do this in just a few minutes. So I'm going to quickly show you how that works, how to create a simple widget, and then analyze the data and really get the most out of it as possible. The first thing we want to do is create an account. So what we'll do is scroll down here to the bottom. I'll first type in my name and then my email address. Password, confirm that password, and then create my account. What this is going to do is send me a confirmation email to my inbox. I click on that link, my account is activated, and I can now log in. So I'll type in my email address and my password and sign in. In the main administration window, what you're going to see is your 3 options down the left-hand side. Now in the future there will be more options, but right now you can either create a comments widget, a contest widget, or a poll and rating widget. What we're going to do is create a poll and rating widget. We are looking to make changes on our website, and we really want to know what people think is the most important one to them, what they are looking for. We know what we want to add to the site, what we think is cool, but really it's about the visitors. So we're going to create a poll that will tell us what the visitors want to see. So we haven't created a widget before, so we're going to click on the create a new widget using Wizard. Now step 1 of the widget creation wizard is just the basic layout and theme. And if you don't have any HTML skills or any programming skills, not a problem. All you have to do is choose your theme based on color on the left. I kind of like the blue theme. I saw that earlier, so I'm going to click on the blue theme. And we want this to be a poll widget instead of a star rating widget, because we just want to know the one thing that people want to see next on our website. That looks pretty good, and so we'll click save and go to the next step. On this step, we can now choose what we want to see on our widget. First, let's give it a name. We're going to say new site features poll. And we're looking to put this on a Blogger blog with the 220 pixel wide left column. Now what we want to do next is create the information that goes inside of the poll. To do that, we'll click on create new poll. Now the first thing we need to do is choose a question for our poll. And so we're just going to ask them, what feature would you like to see next on our website? And then click create. Now this is where D-Modules stands out. They really do give you a level of customization as far as how the poll works that few, if any, other widgets give you. The first thing we want to do is give it some tags. Now we're looking to add a forum, we're looking to add more videos to our site, and we're looking to add a bigger picture gallery. So we're just going to ask people which one of those they want. Now we're going to set the max vote at about 2,000. After that, I think we'll have enough data to make a choice. Now if we want to give them the option to choose more than one thing in our poll, we can choose this box. Or view the result without having to vote, we choose this box. Or give them an other or a blank answer box, we can choose that box. And if we don't want people to vote more than once, based on their IP address, we can just check that box. If we want them to also add comments, we can choose that box. All these features are not available in other polls. This is very, very unique to the D-Module system. Now we can choose our chart type. I kind of like this pie chart in the bottom. It's a 3D pie chart, looks really nice. So I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to click save. After that is saved, I'm going to come down here and change the answers for the poll. As I mentioned earlier, we want to add a forum. I'd like to add a video section. I'd like to add more pictures. And really that's all we have to ask them. So we'll click on the delete button to delete this extra one. And then, video, I'd like to have it at the top. So just click the green up arrow and video moves to the top. After we're done, we click on save and we're finished here. We'll close this box and now we can click on save here. And our poll is now completely updated with the new width of 220 pixels. Now you can see it has the 220 pixel width, our 3 choices, and the question that we wanted to ask. Once we're done here, we can go and click on go to next step. Now this is where, if you have some HTML or CSS knowledge, you can really get specific and change your poll to look exactly how you want it to look. In each area you have control, whether it's the title area or the text area, the button, the size, the layout. All of these have their own class: description, data, button, progress bar, normal text, etc. What we want to do is go down and actually change the color of the text so it's a little bit brighter, so it stands out a little bit more. We'll go down to the class text field and choose the font color, and it just gives us this really nice, easy to use color picker. We'll drag it down to make that a little bit darker and click on OK. Click on update and it's a little bit darker and much easier to read. Now if you don't have HTML or CSS knowledge, do not worry about that. That's not a big deal. You can just ignore this section and use your layout as it was originally designed. Once you're done here though, click on go to next step. Now what it does is gives us the HTML code to stick into our website. So we'll copy that code, go to our Blogger backend, click on add a gadget, drag this over here. We're going to add an HTML JavaScript gadget, paste that into the content, click save again, and view our blog. As you can see, our poll is now on the left hand side, perfectly laid out in the 220 pixel wide column of our blog. Now just gathering the data from your poll is really useful, but the way the data is presented in dmodules is really powerful. Let me show you what I mean. If you click on your data, we'll see the listing of our polls. And this is just the one poll we've created, and we'll click on results. Now this has been running for a while and we've had 7 votes already. Now the first really amazing thing is that it shows you where the votes come from. And as you can see, all the votes so far have come from the United States. But if they were to have come from more countries, it would give you a color based on how many of those votes come from that country. So as you can see, blue is where they've all come from. Blue is 100%. As we scroll down, we can also see the exact number of votes for each of the different options. Videos have 1, forum has 4, pictures has 2 votes. And as you can see, forum probably is going to be the most popular. Early on, it's running in first place. But I'll let this go to get a large number of votes so I know exactly what people are looking for. And if forum is the thing, then obviously forum is what people want the most. But if pictures comes in second, then I know the next thing to look to do is probably add the picture gallery to the website. Now the last thing on here is really cool. It shows you the chart of what these different votes are broken down as. And as you can see, 1 and 4 and 2 is a great number, but visually and color-coded is a great way to visualize the votes that are coming in for your poll. And finally, it'll show you the votes by day. We've just been going for 1 day, so there's not a lot of data here. And also at the very bottom, you'll see the comments. No one's left any comments yet. In fact, I didn't even enable that on my poll. If I would have though, people can add those comments and they'll show up at the bottom. So really that's about it. dmodules is really looking to do some cool stuff in the future. The first thing they're looking to add is a new module called Spread the Web. And what this widget will do, it's kind of like Twitter and also a little bit like Facebook. The publisher of a website can add a short status sentence to their website, and then the visitors can rate that status and they can also comment on that status. A really cool new feature that publishers are really looking for. The second one is a members widget. And what this does is lets visitors kind of join the website. They can join a community. The webmaster can then email them and involve them in other things as well. And this is going to be similar to something like Google Friend Connect if you're familiar with that. But really that's about it. If you want to know when those new widgets are available, go ahead and scroll to the bottom, and when you sign up, make sure you check the box that says stay connected with new developments. So go ahead and create a free account and try dmodules. I really think you'll be pleased with how tightly you can connect to your visitors and to your audience.